We're live. Good evening, everyone. Professor McCoy. Welcome back to Greedfall II, The Dying World. Right. I'll let the music play for a little bit while we wait for everyone to trickle in. Welcome. Good evening. It is, as I mentioned in a couple of posts, it's my birthday tomorrow, so that's coming up in, I guess, in a few hours. So happy birthday, me. I'm not saying to myself that is depressing. I'm not going to do that. There's no way. Also, if you decide to sing in chat, that would be odd. Let's jump back into things. So, if you recall where we left off, we were doing this job for this bizarre, eccentric collector. Going through a tunnel from his house, which is apparently filled with bandits and assassins, in order to retrieve an ancient artifact from a sealed tomb deep beneath this. Hello, Grace. How are you? Thank you. I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, let's just go for it, and then we'll yeah.
That Mr. LaRock built this whole thing to get to his antiquities faster. That's not a passion; it's an addiction.
Yeah, I believe it though. Anyway, we're trying to get this this guy to donate some wealth to Fausta's brother, who's a missionary. That's the idea. That's what's going on. That said, there's something rather interesting going on here too, though. That the main quest of the game seems to be just about finished. Like, we have our funding secure to return to Tier 4D. Ooh, ossuary catacomb. Very, once again, I really admire the Roman architecture. How'd that go? Oh, wrong button. Those critters. Crab things. It's not crab things, it's the things that... the arm things that drag themselves along with mantis claws. Deeply unpleasant regardless. Looks to be only one of them. Oh no, there's two of them. Well... Z. Osinka. Oh no. Oh no, there are more of them, the little fuckers. Oh, that's not great. Alright, well. Good luck. Us. Let's see. Let's have Fausta blast that one off of me. That's not it. And then try and go around the back of that one as she does that. Pick one to stasis. Elder. And this one. Wait, no, it's stunned. Already stunned. Wow. We're doing well. Okay, we're doing okay. Back here, though. Can't hit more than one. Actually, she can if she does this. Yeah, that'll do. We're gonna Weapon Blessing. That one off herself. Sybil. Not having much AP left, but she's gonna focus on that. Unless she can stun. This one. Yeah, she can do that. Good. Let's saber this one. Take down some of its shields. Its armor, I guess. Ludwig, get over here. You tank. Help tank for me. While you're tanking, no, I don't actually need them. I just need a little bit. You're doing okay. Oh, okay. So you're saying that the collector, Grace says, reminds her of if Governor Radcliffe from Pocahontas, Scar from the Lion King, for some reason personality, the baby. Really? I'm not seeing Scar. I'm not seeing Scar in him. He's not political enough. He doesn't seem like it. This well-worn and dusty journal recounts the adventures of a grave robber and his crew in the catacombs of Peren. Last few pages read as follows. Last, I'm getting close. I've understood how to open the damn door. I have to light the large urn. I believe it's something to do with the symbols above the door and the plaques position in the room. Last of my intuition. It'll take several people to stand on the plaques to activate them in the right order. I'm here alone. My traitorous companions ran away the moment those blasted creatures appeared, leaving me to fend for myself. May the Malachor guide. Here I am, bleeding to death with precious treasures within my grasp. Should anyone find this journal, I sincerely hope it'll be of some use to you, and you'll succeed where I've failed. Berthold, you double-crossing scoundrel. If you're the one who finds it, it means you found the courage to come. Drop dead. Well, let's hope that is useful, shall we? Yeah?
We must be in the right place. Mr. Larocque really built this tunnel to get as close as possible to the object of his desires.
Now we just have to open this door
We expected
to
the
get
tunnel
to
to
the
be longer,
temple
honestly.
and the secret room.
If the tales of adventure I heard as a child taught me anything, we'll have to solve a riddle to open it.
The journal
Look up
doesn't.
above the door. Those look like engravings.
They sure do. Let's go upstairs. I bet there's more treasure up there. Something. Or spiderweb. Ah. Some of them. The blank one. Also a blank. Do I have better craftsmanship?
We are missing something to make this work.
Like to go up. I have the nature. Alright, let's go investigate, shall we? Moon snake. That's it? It's just the two. Moon. Wait, Ludwig. On the other one. See this? Yep, snake on the wall. Hey, that was easy. Very Skyrim style. Surprised that still
The
works
fire's
after
being
all these
lit
years.
and the door's open. Well done.
I have to wonder what we are to expect in here. Shouldn't be more people, I don't think, but... Yeah, there could certainly be something in here. Something to... Mechanism. %. All right. Back. Yeah. Pile of stuff. Probably not gonna work. Oh, nice. Ray says, well, yes, the guy you're doing this sort of under the table archaeological dig for doesn't have Scar's political machination. Have money to build a tunnel connected to access this sort of thing. Do you mean the sort of Scar's theatricality? Because I can maybe grant that. Maybe grant that. Scar... Ow. Bones. Mostly leg bones. Ooh, that's a lot of bleed. Despite how theatrical so many Disney villains always have been, at least since the Disney Renaissance.
I can't do it.
Scar is near the top of the list in terms of just pure theater. Oh, there's another one. Same puzzle. New place. Okay. Oh.
The engravings
Oh,
above
okay.
this door are badly
Moon and
damaged.
sun.
I can't make them all out.
Something.
Do you
Moon,
know
sun,
enough about the ancient
heat?
civilization to guess what's missing?
No. Unfortunately, I didn't study
Interesting.
ancient civilizations.
We could try combinations at random, or we could search the room. There must be a clue here about the symbols we can use.
Okay, so this is getting more
Pressure
complicated
on
as
this
we go.
plate has sparked a flame. We must be on the right track.
Okay, so it's something. Moon, sun, heat. Ox tapestry. Incredible that there's a tapestry that is still intact in such good condition here. Really incredible. Do these have labels on them? I can read. Alright, so let's see. Oh, and that one's destroyed, so wonderful. Moon. Wheat. That's got to be the missing one.
Pressure on this plate has sparked a flame. We must be on the right track.
It has to be this one. Yeah. Nice. Hi, Imson. How you doing?
It's opening. The old fool's vase will soon be ours.
I can't believe we've already solved the puzzle. Let's hurry.
I mean, it's straightforward so far. Ow. Okay, okay.
I read something about this secret temple a long time ago. I must admit that the prospect of searching it is rather exciting.
Is this it? I don't trust this. I'm gonna heal myself a little bit, real quick. Just in case, you know? Okay, that's the case. That's it. Okay. And Greed. Heavy armor.
How marvelous. This vase would drive any
Ew.
I can't do it.
I'm gonna have to fight somebody on the way out. Possibly his men.
What have we here?
Yeah, look at that. Never mind. Not his
Look
men.
where
but
our
close
friends
enough.
have just been. Seems like they must have managed to find their way into the infamous secret room. Which means they must have found the trinket that madman wanted to buy at any price. Sorry, friends, but we can't let you leave with that. These
Okay, so
tunnels
delusions of grandeur
are
kind of
our
thing.
territory
Makes sense.
after all.
Oh, okay. Just going for coffee. Okay, so Input may not be here Sunday. All depends. Seems dependent. How about we... Not too many of them. I think we're in a decent spot here. First of all, enforcement. And... Ludwig, let's try and take out one of our, the Fusilier. Vrieden, take out the other half of his shield. Fausta, Stasis, the other Fusilier. Oh, jeez. It's okay. No. Fausta, can you do something for me? It's fine. You are not. Perfectly fine. And then she's just gonna take out the gunner. In shadows. There. Reedon can finish this guy off with a kill touch, I think. Ooh, Sybil's hurt. Not good. Okay. Let's heal her. Fausta can Divine Ray. Ow. Still stunned. Great. That's what I like to see. It's Saber. Low.
It was to be expected.
Breastplate
LaRock must
check.
have told everyone that
Ooh,
he
that's
wanted the
ancient
vase.
looking.
So all the scavengers in the city would be lying in wait.
Let's hurry back to see LaRock. I don't want to deal with any more would-be Tomb Raiders.
Right. Well, yeah, let's see if any of this stuff is actually... Not for Reedon, I don't think. No, that is... Even the cool new breastplate is probably not going to be... Oh, it's native. Oh, okay. Why do they have that? That's super weird. All right. Better helmet that doesn't look stupid. Maybe those new cards. Warrior Priest thigh boots. Ah, that's better. Congregation read. Nice. Nice. They don't match, but I also got to modify them at some point, but I'll get back. New gloves. Light glove. Significant improvement. New pants. Not much of an improvement, really. These are gators. Worse magic to that. Not an improvement. Okay, no. Ooh, I can give her a gun. That's right. I'll give her a gun. What in the hell is that monstrosity of a pistol? Done. That's painfully absurd. Gloves. Alright, that's good enough. Actually, sorry. Better weapons? Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, like I said, I'm good. Yeah. Oh, Rose is watching. Well, hello, Rose, as they say. That'll do. Well, I guess we're getting out of here, shall we? Although I don't think this is the way we came. Is it? Not the way we came. Oh no, it is. I just missed a couple. Yeah. No. Well, that was a relatively simple, quick little out. 5-minute treasure hunt. What's the way out here? Oh, it's down there. It's down there. Right. I had the things lurking on the walls. That's right. Gotcha. Move right along. A couple things in the news lately. One thing which I commented on Tuesday, but sort of in anticipation of something actually happening. Silly me, nothing ever happens. We all know this. Was the Fauci deposition? I don't know. Grilling. That yesterday, Rand Paul finally called Anthony Fauci, of infamy, one of the most evil and tyrannical human beings in the last, I don't know, half century or so. At least like top 10. Gotta be like top 10. Oh, I go upstairs. But called him before a Senate committee hearing. And of course, he pled the fifth 111 times. Including to questions such as, what is the color of your tie? And what is the day of the week?
Employees? Listen, sir, I'm very honored that you invited me here, but I'm very busy.
If they succeed, your task will be complete. So please be patient just a bit longer.
Yeah, I'm seeing Ratcliffe. I'm not really hearing Scar. At least in his mannerism. Anyway, so on the one hand, wonderful. The fact that his crimes have been exposed so publicly can only be of tremendous benefit. At the same time, he's relying very hard on that pardon. That sort of preemptive pardon he was issued by whoever was signing Joe Biden's pardons. So that's a negative. So his chances of spending any significant amount of time in jail are quite low, especially given that Trump rather predictably said that he would, in fact, honor Biden's autopen pardons. Or, sorry, the Biden administration's autopen pardons. Your character looked like he's about to plant some boom booms in the English Parliament on the 5th of November to protest their persecution in the church. I, too, sometimes want to blow up Parliament, or our equivalent. In Greedfall. But let me explain why. It's actually quite relevant to what I was talking about. Now, okay, there is a potential legal theory here where, because Fauci had this pardon, that means he doesn't qualify for Fifth Amendment protections, and so by refusing to answer all these questions, he could be held liable for contempt of Congress. Now, I don't know how contempt charges work if he could be charged 111 separate times, and that's the only chance for him serving any significant length jail time or facing any significant fines. And even then, the significance of those fines is minuscule compared to his net worth. Fauci's net worth is in the millions. The maximum fine for contempt of Congress is like $1,000 or something. ridiculous. So, yippee. It's like what Shiloh Hendrix got for saying the end to a child rapist. Yay. So there's that. And I think up to a year in jail? I think? Something like that. But if he gets multiple charges of it, maybe there's a chance. Maybe we can throw him in prison. At least jail. Prison if it's more than a year.
Fabulous.
Crossed.
There they are.
I don't have high hopes.
Now you'll be able to stop pacing about.
Fausta? What's this all about? What have you done?
You'll find out soon enough.
As I've been
Why
telling
is he
you,
so suspicious?
I surmise from your triumphant look that you found my vase. Am I right?
We found it.
I knew you would. I had such confidence in your abilities that I brought the young lady's brother here. Now, we can sign that contract without wasting any more time. Did everything go well?
Apart from the fact that your desire for this artifact is so well known that we had looters waiting for us as we left the chamber. They were hoping to take it off our dead bodies. No doubt to turn around and sell it to you.
Wait, does he have a bust of
It's true
himself
that
on his
I
desk?
made no secret of my interest in this marvel. I had hoped that some healthy competition would encourage all the treasure hunters to fight to get it for me.
Why?
But I did warn you that the tunnels were dangerous, so I don't really see what the issue is. If I had the
I mean, it's not
slightest
that
doubt about
significant,
your
right?
abilities, or worse still, if I had organized this attack, do you really think I would have sent for your brother?
No, indeed.
Fair
Well,
point.
let's get back to the matter at hand. I had my legal counsel prepare a fairly standard contract for financing charitable work. If you would kindly hand over my precious vase, I will sign it along with your brother, and that will be that.
Fausta?
Give it to him. Gregorius's mission is far more important.
Here you are.
Yeah, I have no problem with this.
Last.
Honestly, no objections.
As you can see, your sister and her friends have brought back this delightful work of art in exchange for my support. Please, sign this contract as I have, and you will have sufficient funds to feed as many refugees as you like.
This is rather unexpected.
I wanted to help you, Gregorius. I know it can't make up for what I did, but at least it will help your current situation a bit.
How touching. Now, if you would kindly hurry up, my good missionary. We haven't got all day.
Is the middle.
There you are.
Take a copy. I've arranged for my servant to prepare the first installment for you. Now, please leave. I want to admire my treasure in private.
I hope your superiors
weirdo.
will finally recognize your talent, now that your mission has been accomplished.
They won't believe their eyes. This contract is a divine gift, Fausta. I don't imagine for 1 second that this can make up for what you did to us. But I am grateful for it. Very grateful. I was in an impossible situation. They'd given me this assignment because nobody thought it was possible. Their aim was obviously to humiliate me and belittle me yet again. But you fixed that in the blink of an eye. And you took risks to find the artifact that man was after, if I've understood right. So yes,
I mean,
I'm
he
very
did,
grateful.
like he said, he did warn us
I'll
that
tell
the
Mother I
tunnels
saw
would be
you and
dangerous,
that you
filled
helped
with
me.
assassins and looters.
She's been heartbroken ever since you were banished.
Like, I'm honestly not surprised that somebody
She'll
was
be
going to
happy
attack
to
us.
hear you're well. I'm going to go inform my superiors. Thank you, Fausta, and
My
Thank
only
you, friends, as well.
surprise was that they
Take
weren't
care of
actually
yourself.
sent by him.
You too, Gregorius.
Character looks like he just got back from the. Hold on. My character, behold, native McNative face, looks like he just got back from the 30 Years' War. He looks like he's about to share some turkey with the natives of Plymouth. It looks like he's about to take on a Spanish galleon. Is it the hat and the I don't know what to technically call that. I guess Gambison is fitting. Yeah, okay, that's a Gambison, I suppose. An odd Gambison, because it's got chainmail and a chainmail underlayer, but whatever. Got a weird leg leather thing. Fold? That qualifies a fold? And a gorget, a leather gorget. I don't know, it's a weird bit of armor, but fine. Again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The armor for this game is very clearly historically inspired, but it's fascinatingly unique. in a largely impractical way. Only way to make historical armor, historically based, look particularly unique is to make it impractical, because historical armor is just necessarily practical. Decorative pieces accepted. Odd pieces, not exactly. Whatever. Not impractical. Glorious cod piece. Anyway, so as I was saying though, right, and as to why precisely I sometimes feel awfully Guy Fawkesy when it comes to our own legislature, is that I don't actually expect anything to happen. Despite the disagreements I often have with him, I think that Aaron McIntyre is probably correct in his recent assessments that despite all the noise that Republicans are going to make, and despite all of the yelling that they did at him in the hearing, and the disgust that they are rightly expressing, chances are no one will actually be held responsible for the horrific crimes against humanity that were perpetrated during the COVID regime. It's not going to happen. Certainly not Fauci. Probably not anybody else. At least not of significance. The only chance for that really is at the state level. Why are we roasting his character? I don't know. I like him. He's a cool little dude. Cool little dude. I don't know. He's also, the naive native character. Anyway, though, yeah, it's. I think that it was explained best by one of the videos that I linked in the description, or in the description of, and it is Feral Historian's video on Serenity, the Firefly movie finale. If you haven't seen Serenity, or if you haven't seen Firefly, you should. Maybe I'll host a watch together. That'd be fun. Be a good time. The guard looked like a Swiss guard. Yeah, that's because he has a his breastplate is from Toleme, which is essentially like clerical Renaissance Italian inspired. A little bit of Spanish. Anyway, but yeah, he pointed out that the ending of Serenity, which is a great ending. Don't get me wrong, great ending. You can't stop the signal. The operative sort of turning things around. It's if you've seen it and you know what I'm talking about, it is fantastic. Such a great ending. It is outdated and it is naive. This is something that Feral Historian pointed out, and something that I can't really unsee. Because it's this idea that by merely exposing the wrongdoing of a totalitarian bureaucratic state like the Alliance, that the mere exposition of their wrongdoing is enough to significantly weaken the strength of the group, and maybe even to inspire significant change or even significant rebellion. The implication being it could have gone either way. New war for independence or significant reform on the part of the Alliance. Again, could go either way. That is, I think, cripplingly naive, and he points out that this was based on the writers growing up in the era of like Watergate and Iran-Contra. When these scandals actually broke, people were at least publicly held responsible for them, and changes were at least publicly made. Whether they were actually made is a question, and the answers are very different. Grass. Now, though, I think we see the opposite. Because, well, there's two kind of parallel things going on here, particularly with the Fauci case. On the one hand, it's not like anything we've learned from Fauci's journals is particularly new information. We've all known everything that was in those journals with moral certainty for, I don't know, 4 to 6 years, depending on how much attention you were paying. But we've all known all of that already. There was no mystery here that was suddenly unveiled by... Okay. There's no mystery that was suddenly unveiled by Fauci's journals. Like, we all knew this. It was just confirmation. It was only another layer of largely epistemologically unnecessary confirmation. That's all that was really going on there. And so, because that's it, that's really all that was going on, it's not like there is this new source of information, new knowledge that is going to come up, is going to make all the difference in the world, and suddenly everyone's going to open their eyes. Like, realistically, if people whose eyes are not already open to these horrible crimes against humanity, they're not going to wake up because of this. Right? They're just going to integrate it the same way they've integrated everything else, and just sort of integrate it into their steady state of delusion. Other thing that's going on is an ongoing psyop from media figures, which is naive to think that something an organization like the Alliance and Firefly would not have. So there are plenty of people who don't know and will refuse to believe that Anthony Fauci was in large part personally responsible for the development and either leak or release of COVID-19. There's plenty of people who don't know that, and if they're told, they will refuse to believe it. And if they're given evidence, they will deny that evidence for whatever reason. And even if they're convinced of it, they will refuse to be convinced that that means that Fauci is a villain. Because they have the steady stream of counter-narrative media flowing directly into their head from CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, Blue Sky, Reddit, everything, both traditional media and a lot of new media, doing exactly the same thing. Let's go back to Exentus next, shall we? That's in the Bridge Alliance city. Ludwig, I'll probably do that at some point. Safia, that is also in the Bridge Alliance. Pronouns plan. Oh, Lima, that's what. Oh, okay. And Esquiara. We need to do that too. But first we'll go back to Exentus. Can I can't just go back to Constancia. Yeah. Games have passed. How did Fauci promulgate COVID-19? Like, he didn't do enough to stop its spread, or he intentionally spread it. No, he made it. He personally funded the creation of the virus. He personally, in around 2014, was directing money, US taxpayer money, towards research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology for gain-of-function research on bat coronaviruses, specifically to engineer bat coronaviruses and other viruses to be able to transmit from human to human. He is personally responsible for the existence of COVID-19, and he was also perfectly aware that the Wuhan Institute of Virology had a problem, a very significant problem, with containment protocols. Right, so it is. I'm perfectly open to the possibility that it was a leak rather than a release. Right, that COVID was, even if it was a bioweapon, it wasn't like weaponized and deployed, because how it was deployed would have been stupid. The only conspiracy theory around that I find even remotely plausible is that it was engineered specifically to be released in China, and then it just leaked out because it's there. And it was there to solve their demographic problem. Because China currently has a huge demographic problem of way too few young people, way too many old people. And so you finally engineer a virus that will kill the crap out of old people and leave young, healthy people completely alone. And that's plausible, but unlikely. More likely is we have mad scientist Fauci, who's like, you know what would be really cool if we... I'm not going to do his accent, but you know what would be really cool if we bioengineered viruses to be able to jump from species to species to see what will happen. And then, because that's literally the motivation behind it. Like, his stated motivation is, we're doing this for research to see what will happen and to see how these kinds of viruses would spread if we could get them to spread. Right? It's so that he could have research in case of an outbreak. And then, of course, an outbreak happens because of his stupid fucking research. We're doing this. So that's what's going on. Right, that is essentially what probably happened, was that he funded this research for really profoundly stupid purposes. And then, because he funded these profoundly stupid researches... Till, are you okay? You alright? Buddy? You okay? Leave him to it. No, he has armor equipped, it's just, it's not showing up. Fascinating. Anyway, it's awful. Now let me see if I can mod. Better craftsmanship? No. Best craftsmanship. Imsim says Capcom is going to sue him for taking the plot of Resident Evil games and making it real. Where do you think they got this idea? Where do you think they got the idea for Umbrella Corporation bioengineering viruses and then it getting released? Because that happens. Not much of a mystery. Ooh, wait a minute. I could use that, can't I? Hold on, let me see. How do we read? Ooh, okay, it's just some of it is magic damage. Is better. More shields, too. I just need to mod it better. Let's see, Fausta. What about her ring? Light rings. I want light rings. Shadow rings. 14 magic damage. Doesn't add. This one adds a lot of. Adds more magic effect. Like weakness. Adds one focus. That's more damage. Doesn't have the life or the magic. Hit bonus. Damage. Like poison. Extra damage without shield. Nah. I understand that it's better-ish, strictly speaking, but... I'm gonna keep the ones she has. Those are actually ever so slightly better. The added focus is quite nice, but the life and magic deflection. Chance of applying stun. Okay. Wait. E. Modify this. Okay. Does crit chance, crit damage, back damage. Oh, I don't have the craftsmanship for that one. Darn, I do for these two. I'll do a little of both. I'll do the... Can't do that one. I'll do the mixed one. Steel pommel. Okay. Knives. Daggers. Bracelets. No. No. Guns. Other guns. These need a mod. Let's... Affinity to intangibility, I will never use. Resistance to mark. Let's just do that. Merchant's Greed and Half Boot. Good enough. Anyway. Yeah, the point I was making, though, is that despite all of that, despite clear, obvious evidence for all of this stuff, it's not actually going to be able to sway a lot of people. Which, I mean, we should... Yeah. We should kind of be willing to accept that, unfortunately. Where can I dock?
Yuxantis! Home at last!
Excuse me. Anyway, something else that this also relates to, which is another news item that's closely related to this, is the relatively recent hatred, absolutely justified hatred, by the way, but the absolute hatred of flock cameras. There's been a lot of public outcry against them, all justified, of course. There's been a lot of call it vandalism. It's been called terrorism, but that's incorrect, strictly speaking. But certainly I'd be willing to call it vandalism against these flock cameras. There's certainly been a lot of it. But yeah. Ooh. I have 4 points to spend. Wow. Alright, very cool. But yeah, it's yet. Oh, that's how you do that. Oh. That's how upgrades work, isn't it? Work. Wow, that's... Alright. Yeah, so the how this is relevant to the question of flock cameras is that the thought experiment that other people have brought up, and I'm far from the first one to bring this up. I think that this is absolutely the crucial thing to think about with these AI powered mass surveillance tools like flock cameras and the equivalent. Is What if state and local governments had had access to these during lockdown? They already used and abused anonymized and then de-anonymized cell phone location data, right? You know that. I don't know if you know this, but that is in fact the case. Mostly in California. This was done worldwide, where state and local governments would buy anonymized geolocation data from cell carriers and then de-anonymize it, which is actually very easy to do. You just take a single ID, which is an anonymous ID, and then you follow the location data to commonly visited places. And if you find an address, then, well, that's a resident of that address. Bingo. If you find a single home address that they repeatedly go to, well, then you can de-anonymize it quite easily. If I go to my home address, say, daily, and I spend a great deal of time there, and my phone knows that, because my location on? It probably is. I probably didn't turn it off. Yeah, it's on. See, if anyone wanted to de-anonymize my cell phone location data, they bought it from your talk. Shouldn't give away OPSEC wise, but whatever. Your talk. Recommend it too, by the way. But if somebody wanted to de-anonymize my data, they could do it, because I live here. I spend a lot of time here, and I come back here daily. You can do that. Anyway, state governments did this, and they used this to essentially target people for surveillance and therefore subsequently prosecution for violation of stay-at-home orders and quarantine notices, things like this. Imagine if they had access to Flock. You and I would be screwed. Because look, it's only a matter of time until the state say, okay, fine, you're not doing anything wrong, you have nothing to hide. Not doing anything illegal, then there's nothing to worry about from that. Okay, fine. What happens when they make going to church illegal again? Because there's precedent. Done it before. Why won't they do it again? Anyway, that is my chief concern when it comes to these things. And people who don't think in those terms are dangerously naive.
You've come back. How can I help you?
Hey, you sent me a message about theft.
The letter you sent. What was it about? Why do you wish to speak with us?
It is a very serious matter. Someone from outside our guild attempted to sneak into the restricted area of the Great Library. The guard apprehended the person in question easily. It was a spy from Taleme. But she refused to tell us why she's here. I need to discover how she was able to get past our security measures and what she took. You must understand, this part of the library is protected by devices that only those who are authorized know how to use. Meaning, only Naughts that have attained the rank of captain. Our great library houses the entire bank of knowledge the Naughts have gathered. The other nations covet it, you can be sure. If the nations of Gakan had access, they would no longer need our services. Our very existence depends on this knowledge. They could sail and pillage the islands we've discovered as they please. Other islands would suffer the same fate as Tir Fridi. It is imperative that you discover what brought this spy here, and especially
is Gakan the name of the continent?
She was able to break in.
Why not ask the guard to carry out this investigation?
We have an uninvited rat hiding in the hull. I am convinced that only one of my sister or brother Naughts could have let the spy into the restricted area. Until I found the culprit, and let's hope there be only one. I can trust no one, except for you. Please, go and interrogate the prisoner.
You
Try
trust
to
Alvida?
discover the identity of her guide.
And to be fair, she wasn't
the
there.
Utmost discretion.
Yes.
No one must know why you're visiting the prisoner.
I admit I am curious. What would a Taleme spy seek here? Do you know what she stole?
I haven't had the time to organize a complete inventory, but I am hoping the prisoner will tell you what she was after. Though the guards didn't find anything on her, she may have had time to hide whatever she stole.
I can't believe a Naught could have put us all in danger like this.
I was astounded as well. But until I have proof that one of our own was not involved, I can't take any risks. Please, keep everything I have just told you to yourselves until we find whoever did this.
I don't like keeping what we know from Sisters and Brothers of the Sea, but I understand. I just can't wrap my mind around such a betrayal.
Thank you for trusting us. We will try to get to the bottom of this.
May the winds fill your sails.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Do it.
It's always a pleasure.
I mean, I don't know about in this case, but let's go. For being so inhospitable, I kind of really like Accept. Like it is as a city and as a landmass, it is dramatically inhospitable. But the Naughts managed to make it quite homey. To the jail. Anyway, the other big news story is the live-action adaptation of In the Camp of the Saints, or the Camp of the Saints, not In the Camp of the Saints. Anyone seen this? Apparently, it's a joint venture from Spain and Morocco, I guess. Anyway, I'm half kidding.
Hello? Are you lost?
What I mean by this, of course, is this this massive invasion of pseudo-refugees. I guess call them refugees. Think of them as refugees if you want. From Morocco into a city in Spain. Ceuta, I think it is, or Ceuta. I think it's actually Ceuta. It's of Moorish derivation. But yeah, why I make the relation to the Camp of the Saints? If you're not familiar with the plot of the movie, or the book, not movie, they actually never did a movie of it, funny enough, it would make a fascinating one. The book is essentially lampooning a couple of things of the sort of, on the one hand, the destructive barbarity of these like massive refugee fleets, and also the suicidal empathy of especially modern European, which is kind of what we're seeing here. It's the idea that the book takes place in France, but we can apply it to England, we can apply it to Spain, we can apply it to Germany, where there's this great big refugee ship that is let on shore, that is allowed to just disgorge these almost comically exaggerated, barely human refugees, who immediately, of course, destroy the civilization that they're unleashed upon. Which, I mean, what we see here in this case, in the case of Ceuta, whatever it is, this city in Spain. What we essentially see here is a case where you have thousands, tens of thousands, if I'm not mistaken, of young men, almost exclusively young men, coming across the border and across the water primarily. Not across the Channel, not across the Straits, not across the Straits of Gibraltar. They're not going to mainland Spain. This is a Spanish city, on the African side of the Straits. But they're basically just crossing into a Spanish city by the tens of thousands. Again, almost exclusively of young men. That is... Oh, and by the way, this is there's a lot of speculation that this is not just tens of thousands of young men, but this is included among those tens of thousands are several thousand of convicted but released serious criminals, primarily murderers and rape. We're just sort of offloaded onto Spain, now in the EU, free to travel among the EU. And again, this is that fear that so many in the sort of modern globalists West have of being mean, even if it is required for saving one's nation.
Greetings, Captain Alvida.
Hey, are we just going into the cell? Can we just do that? Why are we just going into the... Not only are we just going into the cell...
Looks like she's sleeping.
Is this just open?
Try to rouse her. We must speak with her.
Is this just open? I'm sorry.
Madam, wake up.
She's dead.
We need to speak to you. Hey!
I've got a bad feeling about this. She didn't bat an eye.
Well, I
We
bet
should
she's
take a closer
dead.
look
The
at her.
door's open.
I understand why she wouldn't answer.
Come on,
She's
man.
not breathing. She has no wounds, no contusions, and she was young. I wonder how she could have
Poison.
died. We should search her body. It's the only way we can hope to find any answers now. There's nothing in her scarf. Nothing. Her jacket is the first thing the guards would have searched. Well, have a look at this. There's a secret pocket in her boots, and there are notes inside.
It's a long number.
Okay.
I'm no library rat, but given the circumstances, it must be the reference of the document she was meant to steal.
Okay.
What's on the other one?
It's a series of odd symbols. It could be a coded message.
Okay. Well,
There's nothing in her pockets, and there's no lining to hide anything in. There is nothing more to learn here, I'm afraid. We should return to see the Master Librarian and report our findings.
That's an excellent suggestion. He'll be
Almost
able to
certainly
tell us
poisoned.
more about the stolen document and might even know this strange code.
note contains nothing but a number, suggesting it refers to a specific document. Library. The note contains a series of symbols, presented in the following. Mermaid with a fishing rod, up. 2 barrels stacked on top of each other, left. Box marked with a circle, right. Flagpole. Abandoned house. Old Norweaver. Only way in here. I mean, I guess you could theoretically climb that, but not according to traversal mechanics. This is like... This has to be the least secure cell block I've ever seen. I'm kind of annoyed by that. Like, this is a little more secure. That annoys me. Like, if they didn't want their prisoners escaping or being murdered. Why would they do that? Anyway, sorry, it bothers me. Through here. Now I'm going more or less the right. Oh. Awesome. And this is, of course, just a side quest. We're not doing any main quest tonight, I don't think. We might get to it. Probably not. Always a jump scare of a fast traveler.
You've come back. How can I help you?
We were able to enter the prison without anyone suspecting a thing.
Did the prisoner tell you anything?
There was no one there, actually.
That would have been difficult, seeing as how she was dead when we found her.
What?
That was a
How is that possible?
sassy way of saying that.
Well, how did she die?
I wasn't able to identify the cause of death, but it wasn't natural. She appeared to have been in good health, and she had not been beaten by the guards.
Do you think she might have been assassinated?
Yeah,
That's
probably.
the direction logic is pointing.
There was an opening in the
That
back
said,
of the
we did
cell.
find papers on her person, in a secret fold in her boots. We found these two notes. One contains a number that we think refers to the document she was to steal from the Great Library. The other is a list of exotic symbols, some sort of code. Do they mean
Probably a
anything
way
to you?
through the security
No.
measures.
Wait. Perhaps it's not a code, but rather a series of directions.
My best guess.
This first symbol, for example, makes me think of a mermaid carrying a fishing rod, which corresponds to the name of our tavern.
Oh.
It could be a covert way of showing our spy the way to find her contacts. As for this number, by the eels, I believe it's a map from the most secret part of the library. Let me check that right away.
Okay.
One of our maps is missing. It's a map that reveals the location of an island yet undiscovered by those on the continent. This is a
Is it
disaster.
inhabited?
Is that all you found on the spy?
Yes. Whoever killed her must have taken the missing map. After the spy stole it, she was of no utility to him. And her
Yeah.
murder in our prison confirms your suspicions. There were knots involved.
We must find that map. Or you and I both know all too well what fate will befall the people who live on that island. See what you can
They'll
do
be
to
converted to the
decipher
Enlightened?
these symbols. Follow the trail. It's the
At least
only
it's not the
lead we
Bridge
have to
Alliance
finding
that
the
stole the
people
data,
behind all
that
this.
stole the map. That's all I'm saying.
Good luck.
Could be worse.
And be on your guard. The death
Could be
of that
way worse.
spy proves that they're capable of anything.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
Okay, so okay. The tavern, the fishing mermaid. Okay. All right, the fishing mermaid. And what direction was it? I should look at the right. Oh. Documents. Yeah, okay. Up. Mermaid with the fishing rod, up. Fishing mermaid, up. Oh, speaking of, it's safe. So don't forget to do that. I'm doing that more often. Alright, let's check out the fishing mermaid up. I guess that means probably the second floor? Or does it mean forward? Oh, there it is. Whether it means up or forward is everyone's guess. Everybody wants to talk. Interesting.
Perfect timing. I've been meaning to talk to you.
Oh?
Alma told me she'd finished translating my mother's logbook.
Oh?
I don't have
Okay.
all the details. Unfortunately, our message was short. But she told me that the reason my mother, Estrella, died in that storm was because she'd lost the will to live. It was after she had to sink a ship on my father's orders, just off the coast, not far from Esquiara.
I'm sorry, Alvida. That must be very difficult to hear.
Yes. It breaks my heart to think that my mother killed herself. But it has strengthened my resolve. I want to understand. I want to know why my father gave such a senseless order. I want to know everything that happened. Knots are not pirates. Our ships are armed, but they're armed to fight back in the event of an attack. There had to be something aboard that ship to justify sinking it. Maybe something dangerous for the guild. I'd like to go back to Esquiara to try to track down that ship. And I'd like you to come with me.
Not right now, but yeah.
Sadly, as you can see, I'm pretty busy at the moment. We can go some other time.
Yes, no problem. A few days won't change anything.
Sorry.
I won't bother you any longer.
Don't worry. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Oh. Alright, that's not what I thought we were getting into. If we talk to Ludwig, it'll do the same thing. I think that applies to it. Maybe we talk to the innkeeper? Might know something. Probably not.
Welcome to the Fishing Mermaid. What'll it be?
No.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Mind.
Come back soon. We're open at all hours.
Gotta be upstairs, right? Up? Or does it mean north of the fishing mermaid? Aha! Been in here. It's got to be north of the fishing. Got to be what that means. Unless, do we know if Beleme uses an oddly positioned compass? I wouldn't expect that. Oh, see, that's not north. It's. We have to go in through that door. Absurd. Fine. Oh yes, let's take another look to try on the note to try and figure it out. Why this? Do that. Fishing mermaid, up, north, or forward? Wait a minute. Hang on. 2 barrels left. Oh. 2 barrels. Stacked barrels.
Fair winds.
Guess not. Oh, is it those two? But it's those two.
Look, 2 stacked barrels. That looks like the symbol in the note.
Left.
We're on the right track. But now, which way should we go?
Left, obviously. Box marked with a circle. Turn right. There's a...
There's the crate marked with a circle.
This?
Let's keep going.
Okay. A box.
Are you certain this is the right way? These people don't look like spies. I'd say they're common thugs.
You're right. We might have gone wrong somewhere along the way.
Was it gonna put us back in the
Oi!
game?
You lot!
Oh
Stop
no,
right
okay,
there.
we're gonna...
You
okay.
better have a good reason for being here.
We haven't come here for you. We were following a case and must have taken a wrong turn.
A case? So you're some sort of guards? Be gone
Yeah,
with
sort
you.
of.
And don't come back.
We'll be leaving now.
Maybe it's up here. Box with a circle.
The crate with a circle on it.
Ah!
I hope it's the right one this time.
Okay, cool. So then it's a right turn? Crate? Yeah, right turn. So right here, maybe? Ah, is that the flag? It's a flagpole and a roof. Is that right?
Look at the roof of this building with that pole. I think that's what this symbol represents. But I don't see anyone.
If I were them, I wouldn't be hanging around outside. Let's go take a closer look.
We'll have to be careful. We're not supposed to be here. This door is locked.
Great. There's shadow marks though. Marks by a thief. Gotta be. Hey, the key. They left the key. Fucking idiots. I'm gonna save in case this is tremendously bad. No one here. Red Sun Regiment. Instacart. Since prototype must. Ooh. Cool stuff. Get down there. Going. Gotta be it, right? That's not it? there any other way through or up or anything inside here? A weapon. Ah! Within the pages, you can read the following inscription. That fool had to get caught. Never mind. Map now. Encounter with the Telemite take place at a creek in the hinterland. Thief will be responsible for handing him over. No risk.
We found a notebook. It says that the people who are here had some sort of business to do at the cove in the backcountry.
We should go there. I want to know who's behind this.
Then. Go and let's kill them. Yeah. City. East. To the countryside. All right, away we go. Meeting with a Telemite. Telemite is not how I thought that would be. Telamian, maybe I would have thought, but... That goes. Okay. Back in monkeys. I'll deal with the monkey. Go around the monkey. Well, I have to deal with those. No, I don't. There's no way through there. So no, I do have to go deal with them all. Alright, fine. I want to deal with them. A lot of them. Shoot that one. I'll wait on that. Retaliation. I'll just wait. Okay. Alvida. Putting charge the right there. Level 2. Let's go after this one. Fausta. Fuck you up. That'll work. Can I Wang Doodle both of these? No, I can't. Damage and heal Vidan. Why is this one intangible? Are they all intangible? Ooh. Okay, well. I guess I'll just keep fighting. Fine, monkeys. All right. Always the monkeys. Oh. You okay?
The sea is calm today.
Okay, no, you're fine.
It's perfect for sailing.
Kinda taking a nap. Eyes wide open, staring straight up.
There they are.
Let's get closer without being noticed, so we can hear what they're saying.
Can I just knock this dude out? Spectacular. That's absolute. Which is my stealth? I have one that's stealth. That one. Yay.
Our contact from the Ordo Arcanus isn't coming. The death of their spies scared him off, imbecile. Looks like we don't have a choice. We need to take the map to Teleme ourselves.
That shouldn't be too difficult. There are ships leaving for one port or another practically every day. All it takes is for one of our men to be on one of them and job done. No?
Sure. But with that idiot getting caught, the theft was discovered. You can bet they're going to be on the lookout for anyone.
There are so many damn documents in the library, they're probably still wondering what went missing.
Let's hope so. Just be discreet, everyone. We don't want anyone suspecting us before we've moved the map.
I'd know the Naught leading this group among 1,000. She was conferring with Barcelus after the trial.
I recognize her as well. But I
We're just
cannot
yapping
believe my
here.
father could be involved in this.
Within like
It's more likely
3 yards.
that she and these men have charted their own course for personal gain. They are traitors to the guild.
We're going to have to go and have a talk with them if we want that map.
Odd.
What are you all doing out here? You following us?
Yep.
We caught you red-handed. You orchestrated a break-in of the Great Library, during which you stole a map. A map that you had hoped to sell to Teleme.
You've discovered our little operation. That's a shame. However, I'm certain there must be a way to make this go away.
You cannot seriously mistake this person for a bastion of scruples. This deal seems highly unlikely to be respected. I am well aware that you are part of my father's flotilla. What do you think he will say when we reveal your implication in this sordid business?
Yeah.
The Admiral will be surprised
Go
to
for it.
learn that members of his crew have betrayed the guild, casting the shadow of doubt upon his authority. What do you think he'll have done to you?
By every foul wind I've ever crossed. Couldn't you stay on your island and stop nosing around
I
on
wish.
ours? Here, take your map and forget us. The Admiral does not need to be sullied by this matter.
True. Map stolen from the Great Library of Exanta indicates the location of an unknown island with various navigational instructions. Tremendous. Minimal violence required. Just bonked a couple of dudes on the noggin. That's all. I'm sure they'll be okay from the pistol whipping. Alright, let's head back to the library, shall we? That went surprisingly well. Oh, right. I mentioned both Feral Historian in the context of Serenity and Camp of the Saints. But I also failed to mention that I already also included a link to his analysis of the book, also in the description, which I would recommend. Recommend checking it out. I haven't read the book myself, so I'm going off of that as well as some plot synopses kind of things.
You've come back. How can I help you?
We followed the thieves' trail using the documents we found in the spy's belongings.
Now that's mighty good news. Tell me everything.
The symbols were a treasure hunt of sorts that led to an old warehouse. There we found a note that mentioned a meeting near a cove in the backcountry.
And you went there, I imagine. Did you find the traitors?
We were able to monitor their activities secretly for a time. They mentioned a contact in the Ordo Arcanis, but the person did not show for the rendezvous after the death of their spy.
The Ordo Arcanis. Well, they're practically the stuff of legend. A secret order in Teleme dedicated to espionage.
And Teleme was indeed where they aimed to take the stolen map, transporting it in the hands of one of their own aboard the ship.
That's precisely what I was afraid of. There are traitors everywhere. Were you able to get it back?
Yes, we found the map. Here, take it.
Thank you. It's a relief to have it back. I will make sure it never leaves these library walls again. Were you able to identify any of the traitors?
Yeah, we probably should.
We'd seen the woman who seemed to be their leader before. She spoke with Admiral Barcelos after our trial.
I will ask the Admiral if he recalls her name. We will find her, thanks to your help. If we can capture her, we will certainly be able to unmask the other traitors. Thank you
Certainly useful.
for everything. Not only did you save a people from brutal colonization, but you did it with the utmost discretion. And thanks to your help, I have no doubt we'll
I don't know if...
catch those
See, that's the thing. I don't know if
rascal
Teleme does
Here.
brutal
Take this as a token of my appreciation
colonization.
for your help.
Nearly so
Much
much as the
obliged,
Bridge Alliance.
friend.
Bridge Alliance is
If
the
ever
ones
you
I'm
should
really
need my help,
terrified of.
I would be more than happy to assist you.
Do it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. What else do we have? Sure, there's more. I mean, we certainly have a bunch of companion quests. We have a bunch of companion quests we can get started. Let's see. Okay. We got these two. We've got this one for Alvida, this one for Nilan, for Ludwig, Safia. Yeah, for the moment, let's go back to the Constancia. From there, we'll see who we want to talk to. We should probably talk to Faustia, following up on her companion. Because I assume it's done. I assume that's it. But also that probably have to say about it.
Thank you so much for allowing me to help my brother. I still have a long way to go before he forgets what he went through because of me. But at least he stopped hating me.
That's it.
See you later.
It's my pleasure.
Alright. Problem resolved. Right, who do we want to... quest we want to chase down? We haven't actually spoken to Sybil. We don't know what her quest is. We did just do some fiddling around with the two leading families in the nation, so let's see what she's up to.
Incredible. You must be reading my thoughts, my dear. I was in fact hoping to have the opportunity to speak with you.
What is this about?
You might have remarked that we've been the targets of frequent attacks.
No.
These groups of hired assassins practically breathing down our necks wherever we go.
They're difficult not to notice, indeed. Do you know why they're after us?
They're after me. In fact, it all started when I was still on assignment in Alima. At first, it was just child's play. A poisoned cup of tea here, a clumsy person attempting to stab me in a dark alley there. But the attacks became more and more troublesome and dangerous. I began to fear for my life. It was partly for that reason that I didn't hesitate when given the opportunity to join our little adventure, and accepted to help our friend Alvida. I thought that by being always on the move, I would escape these attacks. I was wrong, as you've been able to see.
Forgive me this question, but aren't the assassins your own family's henchmen?
My family uses them often, that's true. But anyone can hire them to get rid of someone. However, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the person who placed a bounty on my head shares my family name. Since we have managed to obtain the ear and the financial support of the Dorsey family, I would like to ask them for their protection.
Could they really do something?
Really?
The De Vesps would have been without a doubt the better choice.
Nothing is less certain. Not knowing who hired these assassins, I need the official protection of a powerful family of the congregation. And in this game, the Dorseys are far above all the others. The assassins would think twice before coming after me for fear of riling the prince. Therefore, if you agree, I would like to go there together to find their minister and speak with him about my predicament.
Sure, let's do it.
Let's go now. We need to settle this business as quickly as possible.
Let's do this.
Thank you.
Why not?
I need to warn you that we will certainly be asked for something in exchange for this. But our survival, alas, depends on it. At least for as long as I travel among you.
Now that you're once again in the prince's good graces, do you intend to resume your role as a diplomat for the congregation?
Do you wish for me to leave, or does the idea sadden you? I hope it's the second answer, because I'm sorry to say that I don't plan on leaving your party anytime soon. I happen to enjoy your company very much.
Aw.
I was asking you because I wondered if you missed your previous job a little.
Sometimes I get a twinge of nostalgia when I think of the wonderful parties I was invited to, or the pleasure I had in crossing diplomatic swords, all with subtle words with other legates and negotiators. But these are only momentary regrets. It's lovely of you to worry about how I feel, but I assure you that I'm very happy to be by your side. I don't think I've ever had so much fun.
Good boy.
See you later, darling.
All right then. Yeah, let's go in that case. It'll work. Our next current quest, the Legate. Right, to Peren upriver. Do eventually need to go back to Eschiara. What is this? I'm assuming we're going to go to some of these locations. Otherwise they wouldn't be marked on the map. So interesting. That's fascinating. Hold on. Is that a canal? Or is that a wall built on the side of an oddly straight river? What's going on here? This is fascinating. Oh, Bridge Alliance territory. That looks like something. This is Deuce and Empire, and yeah. And then this. There's a city here. Coastal city that we have no relation to? Knitting. Oh no, wait a minute. This region's Paren. This is Tonia. This is the Duke. Is it? Student Empire, Student Territory, and this. Interesting. This map is not as clear as I'd like it to be. Cool, though. Alright, let's go to Paren. It's also very French or Italian. Like, look at that. That landscape. You know what the landscape reminds me of a little bit is, what's the region in the DLC area from The Witcher 3? The Fantasy France. I forget what it's called. Alright. Let's just bring the usual crew. Good gang. Oh, who's me? Yeah, I can upgrade. We're good. Now let's meet with the Dorseys. What they want. We're gonna.
Dear friends, what a pleasure to see you again. Do you wish to discuss something?
My friend Sybil has something to ask you.
Lady de Vespe, I'm listening.
I shall do my best to be brief, Sir d'Argenton. Someone has placed a bounty on my head. We are constantly being attacked by hired assassins, and I fear that eventually they'll get the best of us.
Do you have any idea who's taken out this contract?
Alas, no. If I did, I would have gone and settled this score myself. Nevertheless, you know these assassins. If I were to have the official protection of the Prince d'Orsay, they would cease their attacks.
Unless, of course, they've been sent by your uncle himself. They would never risk angering a Prince of Serene.
Unless...
We could offer you protection. However... You are a de Vespe yourself, Sybil. It will be difficult to convince Prince Claude to accord his protection to someone with that name. Your family has attempted to bring harm to us in so many different ways that it would require that you prove to us you've severed all ties to them.
And how am I to do that?
All ties, damn.
Well,
okay.
It just so happens that we were informed of the existence of several sensitive documents concerning your uncle by someone from his entourage. These documents could precipitate his downfall, and we could use them against him if he were to bother us again. The young person that contacted us is too afraid for her life to reveal her name. We think that she is one of the prince's favorites. Bring me these documents and assist the young woman, and I promise you that you will immediately benefit from the official protection of Prince d'Orsay.
Agreed.
Really?
We will help this woman and bring back to you whatever we can to bend my uncle's knee. We don't really have a choice, I fear. And the request of Sir d'Argenton seems completely justified to me.
Right.
Forgive my question, but why are you agreeing to help us?
The request from Lady de Vespe, while it did surprise me, is completely justified. And since you have already done us a service, and the d'Orsay family is sponsoring your expedition, it is in our best interest to resolve this affair as quickly as possible. If your friend had a different name, I could have offered my protection immediately. But with a patronym like hers, I have no other choice but to ask her to prove her loyalty.
Okay.
You both seem persuaded that finding this woman and the documents is going to be easy.
Easy to find, I doubt very much. But your friend knows the palace.
She should be able to enter and speak with those close to her uncle without raising suspicions.
Indeed.
Great.
I don't know it well enough to say which closet he hides his corpses in, but I'll eventually figure it out.
Well, then we will be headed to the palace.
Do be careful. Alexandre de Vespe is as crafty as an old fox.
We'll leave you to your work.
Thank you. Come back if you need my insights.
Well, I do like congregation politics. It's far more complex, but also, in some sense, more honest than some of the politics of some of the other nations we've been in. Like, quite frankly, even Tirfredian politics are very formalized and ritualized in a way that that the congregation, it's relatively straightforward.
Need help?
And of course, Tinean or Bridge Alliance politics is wildly complex in the sense of having multiple client nations, but then also being basically. Oh, that was the De Vespe crest. I see. That's interesting. Hello.
Good day. Are you lost in the palace? I know most everyone who lives here, if you seek someone in particular.
Good day. No, in fact, it's you that we're looking to see. We would like to ask you a few questions.
Really? Then ask away. I'm listening.
Are there any rumors at court that you could share with us?
The prince abhors gossip, and I avoid participating in any sordid discussions.
I don't believe you for a
Come now,
second.
my dear. I am certain that you have something to share with us.
May the enlightened take pity on me. Do know that I am terrified. There is a rumor that someone in the prince's entourage is preparing to betray him by revealing terrible secrets. If he were to abdicate, I don't know what would become of me. Everyone in the court trembles at the idea of being led by Octave.
They're right. My cousin is not a very recommendable person.
I have told you everything, but I beg you, please do not share my fears with the prince. I wouldn't want him to believe that I think him already defeated. I fear him, but I also admire him enormously.
What do you think about the prince's court?
Well, I wouldn't really know how to answer that question. It's a very busy place where one crosses paths with great artists constantly and marvellous musicians, and where every day is a party.
But...
There is no but. Everything is quite extraordinary, I assure you.
You're afraid. The question is of whom or of what?
I really don't see... I assure you.
Is it the prince who terrifies you so terribly? Or my dear cousin Octave?
It is rather all of you who terrify me, milady. You, the De Vespes. You're all handsome and charming, but sharp like an owned blade.
Well, okay then. Yeah, that tracks.
How long have you been living in the palace?
Oh, I was presented 3 years ago. But I was invited to make my home here only a few months ago.
Huh. Invited to make your home here. What a charming euphemism.
What do you want?
We know very well what this invitation implies. You are one of the favorites of His Majesty, my uncle. Everyone knows that.
Since everyone is aware of it, why would I need to say it out loud?
Thank you for your answers.
You're welcome.
This poor woman hardly resembles a conspirator. She's frightened out of her wits and too transparent to be hiding anything.
I'm inclined to agree with you. There's not enough mischief in her to take part in the slightest conspiracy. One might even ask how she was able to survive this long in this nest of assassins and manipulators.
Hello. You seem to have traveled a lot. Do you like our beautiful region?
Favorite here seems to mean... Consort, I guess, would be the maybe perhaps only slightly less polite term. Wine cellar and armory. That's an interesting combo. What happens if I just open this and take everything? A native axe. I will be. Sell. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to be out of these at some point? Wait, no, I'm clearly not. If I look at the mini-map over there, I'm clearly not going to be breaking out of him because there's no... Oh no, this one. This one has actual space in it. Mapped and rendered. Speaking of over in that corner by the mini-map, if you do feel like contributing to my to a birthday present, you have right there, go find out Professor McCoy that you could give. I really do. It will help me keep doing this, and then also whatever will help with whatever will be a nice little. Nice little birthday treat. Daggers of good quality. 6. You know what? Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. They're also modifiable. That's nice. The actual best mechanic. Oh, that's close. Okay, closed off. That's fine. At least I know. Onward. Let's get onward and upward. Start down this way. This does not seem... Steamer's light rings. Also, change my... Here's coat. Princely jacket. Don't have the level for it. Creature's robes. That I can switch to. Lower armor, a little bit better magic deflect. Nah, that's not actually better. Ring might be, though. Road to Saintship. Less life, more magic. So that's the new one. Rank 7. Stick with what I got. proceed. What do we have here? Bedchamber. Someone. Coins sitting out. Oh. Let's try it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Damn.
I can't do it.
Alright. Bye. Hope that wasn't the plot critical thing. Bust of the painter? What? What did I just steal? Alright, nothing of significance in Discord. Back. Main hall and go west. You know, Sybil, you could point me in the right direction. Your courtyard. This seems to be the main audience hall, right? The objective is pointing me here to the courtyard. Which I should probably do first.
It seems that Monsieur d'Argenton is a man of great wisdom. Have you met him?
Are you legally allowed to say that? Hammer. Huh. Oh, no, really? It's not... Can't use that? Oh, he can only use one-handed heavy weapon. Right, whatever.
Your outfit is quite interesting. Where did you get it?
Here, a bit there.
Yes? What do you want?
We would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't
Odd
mind.
about her face.
Do you know to whom you're speaking? I am one of the prince's favorites, not some domestic servant that you can bother at will.
We know very well who you are, miss, and it is precisely for that reason that we would like to speak with you.
Very well. I'm all ears. But please be brief.
How long have you been the prince's favorite?
For 2 years. I am currently the mistress who has been with him the longest.
The one who survived the longest, you mean?
That is true. There were others before me, but alas, they are no longer of this world. Unfortunate accidents. Tragic.
Does that not
Why
worry
are you
you?
asking me all of these questions? They are putting me ill at ease, I admit.
Does that not concern you at all?
What do you think about the prince's court?
If I thought ill of it, I would no longer be here. Everything carries on marvelously.
That's not true. You would
I
not
do
just...
not know what you hope to hear me say.
That it's a nest of vipers and assassins where one risks death at the slightest misstep every single day.
You must have left the court long ago, Lady de Vespe, because I assure you that today, your description is quite inaccurate. You have quite the imagination.
I find you particularly evasive. Do you have something to hide?
Would you happen to be like your uncle? Perpetually suspicious? I am not evasive. I simply do not understand what this is all about.
You seem to be on the defensive.
Me? Not at all. I just don't understand what it is you want me to say to all your questions.
Come now, you can confide in us. There is obviously something that is troubling you or that even frightens you. Why won't you tell us?
There is nothing troubling me, I assure you. And even if that were the case, you think me stupid enough to give my trust to a Devesp? Now, if you would excuse me, all these questions tire me, and I have much to do. I wish you a good day.
This woman avoids the simplest of questions with the slippery agility of an eel. I'm ready to swear that we hold before us our traitor.
Her behavior does warrant suspicion, that's true. But we need to learn more before judging her guilty.
I agree. We need to be absolutely certain.
The prince's favorites have rooms in the palace. We need to visit hers. I hope we'll find some proof there that can confirm our suspicions.
We should have gone here first. And then to the room. I see. Which one is hers? A skull on the mantelpiece. Will admit, that's kind of strange. An open drawer, huh? Velusa's journal. This journal recounts the adventures of Velusa, a concubine at court. As the pages progress, the author admits to growing fear for her life and protect herself. Last entry in a secret office. I'm not convinced there's a secret study in the throne room. I believe that the mechanism reveal the entrance is hidden in one of the vases displayed near the throne. All that remains is to work out which one. My best option is to search at night. The ruffians guarding the throne leave after midnight. Best of luck, Velusa. They'll soon be far away from this wretched place.
Our dear favorite has something in mind. She just hasn't yet carried out her plan.
We should verify for ourselves if this infamous secret office exists, and take a peek at what may be kept there.
Oh, I'm very certain that it exists. This is not the first time I've heard talk of it, and I am in complete agreement. We should search it.
The sword and axes. Nice decorative.
Stop right there. This part of the palace is restricted. You can't go any further.
We have the endorsement of Father Cardinal Pius. I presume he sent word?
Oh? Yes, I think we were told that a group of his protégés wished to speak with the minister. You may enter.
Oh, that is convenient, isn't it? Convenient.
It's time. If we want to discover what Velusa was looking for, we must go to the throne room now.
I wonder how many cadavers he's hiding in his infamous secret office.
I don't see any furniture that could be hiding a door. I wonder where it could be.
If we're to believe Velusa's diary, we will find it by pivoting various decorations. Knowing my uncle, he would have chosen an object that couldn't be accidentally triggered by some curious person perusing the room.
I have anything that will help me with survival. Well, let's try it.
I can't do it.
Well, this one seems to be glowing, the only thing in color.
I can't do anything with this.
Those are glowing.
There, look! It's opened.
Let's quickly search this office. I have a feeling that my uncle has a great deal to hide.
I almost expected him to be in here. Turn into one of those kinds of confrontations. Sawtooth Longsword of Tearfra. Interesting. Treetop Scent. Flex Bow. Metal Adornment. Woo! Okay. Give that to our brother. Let me actually bring it. Incriminating letter. This letter signed by Prince Alexander de Vespe, addressed to a high-ranking leader. May. Deals a series of measures, secret agreements, and sinister plots in the form of a contract intended to ensure the preeminence of the de Vespe family over the nation, the detriment of the d'Orsay family.
I knew your uncle harbored a ferocious hatred for the d'Orsays, but I never imagined that I would one day come across a letter this incriminating.
Yes. If this agreement were to be revealed, the only course of action would be to abdicate, and quickly. No one in the congregation would forgive him for having thought to sell out his neighbors simply to gain support against the d'Orsays.
We're about to be confronted.
How did you get in here?
We followed your instructions. They were rather precise.
And so you read my diary?
Yeah, well, incriminating
I would have
diaries
done
are kind
better
of
to burn
in
it.
vogue right now.
Do not worry. We are here on the behalf of Sir Darjonton. He has asked us to help you.
We both are looking for the same thing, the protection of the d'Orsays. And with this document that we found, I can already tell you that our protection is guaranteed.
It won't be long and I'll start believing in the goodness of the enlightened. I thought myself lost, you know?
Your secret is safe with us, but you should leave the palace as quickly as possible. I doubt that our intrusion here will go unnoticed for long.
I am going to gather a few belongings. And since you've come to help me, here, take this letter. Its contents concern you. It is only fitting that you have it.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Assassin contract? To my esteemed kinsman Alexander de Vespe, Lord and legitimate Prince of Peren, Sybil's parents, Grippa and I are very much aware of your desire to make Sybil your favorite con. Ugh! However, we'd remind you that a position as legate of the congregation is available in Lima. You know how crucial it is our magnificent city to protect its interests and those of the congregation vis foreign powers and to prevent the d'Orsay family from staying as much as possible. There's no doubt they're already aligning their pawns to obtain this position, which is so important to us. Please be aware that we've therefore undertaken negotiations to assure that Sybil is selected. Our efforts appear to have been successful. She's now well placed to obtain the position. You must realize it's too risky to give free rein, and that there are no more suitable candidates. Our darling daughter to represent our interests, and importantly, yours. Grippa de Vespe.
By the enlightened and all the saints, I cannot believe it. Are you all right, Sybil?
I'm fine. We'll talk about all of this later.
Good attitude.
If I were the prince, I'd be sleeping with one eye open.
It goes without saying. I ask myself why he would ever keep such a document.
Sybil?
Right.
Are you alright?
Why are we talking about this here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Forgive
we got
my
to the
sudden
courtyard.
silence, but the letter from my parents has upset me. I didn't expect such despicable infamy. Let's go and give this document to Sir Darjonton. The sooner the better.
I'm gonna go with you. Go with you. I understand correctly that she is Alexandra's niece, right? Is it niece or second cousin? Either way, ew. Dude. Let's rather quickly get to Darsh.
Oh, you're from that faraway island?
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. think we'll wrap this up, and we might call it a night. At least once we decide what to do next.
Dear friends, what a pleasure to see you again. Do you wish to discuss something?
We recovered the document promised by the favorite. We also met with her and encouraged her to leave the palace.
You have shown yourself to be incredibly efficient. My
Sure, it's like the
congratulations.
next morning.
May I see it? The prince has completely lost his mind. How could he even consider such a contract? If this were revealed, he'd be finished. As for us, we have something to keep him on a short leash until the end of his reign. Thank you, young people. The Prince d'Orsay will be informed immediately of your loyal service. You may consider his protection acquired.
Thank you, Sir d'Argenton.
You can rest easy, Sybil. The d'Orsays honor their word, and they never abandon those who have worked for them.
Excellent.
We'll
I
leave you
like
to
this
your
guy.
work.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm supposed to.
Come back if you need my insights.
But
If it's of no inconvenience to you, I would like to pay a visit to my parents. There are things I need to discuss with them.
My poor Sybil. I have no idea how I would react in your circumstances.
yeah, about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Yeah, we definitely need to have a little chat. Whew. Gonna get there. Does mean though that we're no longer being pursued by assassins, right? Oh, the Theleme embassy. Yeah. Great, relatively. Or not. Or I took a wrong turn. City of Canals. This one? That way, right? Oh, maybe. Yeah, look this way. Man, your family mansion seems to be relatively near a lot of areas condemned by the Malachor. Setting.
It was then that Madame de Cluse, you know, the one whose son is involved in... May the Enlightened forgive me. Is that you, Sybil?
Sybil, my child. You've returned.
You don't look so good.
Father? Mother? I have returned from Alima. Yes. Allow me to
Not sick,
present
just
my
disheveled.
friends. I met them there, and they have shown themselves to be marvelous companions.
My child, I am so happy to see you. We had heard that you had left your post at the embassy, but couldn't believe it. What happened? You seem troubled and you've lost weight.
Let her take a breath now. Come on, my little darling. Tell us, what happened?
Not long after my arrival in Alima, I was the victim of several assassination attempts. There was
my
no
dear.
doubt that hired assassins were on my trail.
Shut
And then
up.
one of my friends contacted me. She needed help. So I decided to help and left Alima with her, hoping to lose the assassins on my journey. Alas, despite our meandering adventures and the arduous voyages we embarked upon, we were still frequently under attack. That led me to seek the protection of a prince. And while we were carrying out a mission to obtain it, I was given this letter.
What is in it?
It's a letter that you sent to my uncle.
No, but...
begging him to send me to Alima, rather than taking me as a concubine.
I remember that letter all too well. What else could we do?
It broke our heart to send you so far away from us, but we were not going to allow your uncle to lay a filthy hand on you.
I understand that entirely, of course. But were there not other solutions than exiling me so far away? I found myself completely alone, constantly under attack by bands of hired assassins, in perpetual danger of death.
They're right.
Sybil, I understand more than anyone what it means to be exiled from your home.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Your parents were only doing this to protect you.
I know that, but it only cast me into greater danger as a result.
I had hoped that you would never read this letter.
Oh, man.
That you would never learn to what degree of deprivation your uncle had fallen. At the same time, I am relieved that you now know why we sent you so far away from us. You can certainly blame us for the danger. And you know that my heart breaks because of all you suffered. But never would I have allowed that disgusting beast who shares our blood to make of you his favorite.
May the Enlightened forgive me. I believe I would have preferred killing him, even if it meant the deaths of all of us.
I was forced to ask for official protection from the Prince d'Orsay. There is no doubt that my uncle will see this as treasonous.
Who cares what he thinks? You did the right thing. We don't have the highest opinion of the d'Orsays, but they are known to be trustworthy in business.
You need to be careful from now on. We have no clue who is after me. Being now under protection, they might come after you.
Let them come. I could show them what happens when someone dares to attack my daughter.
Your mother is right. Don't worry about us at all.
We need to be going now. My friends and I still have much to do.
Take care of yourself, Sybil. And know that we love you tenderly.
Goodbye. Let's go, my friends. We should leave before tears cloud my eyes.
See, that is... Okay, we've gained back our reputation with Sybil. That's good. All right, let's go outside and get attacked by a assassin. Oh. No? No assassins? Well, that's convenient. I'm surprised, but pleasantly surprised. Okay, let's level up that. Skills and we could upgrade either of these. But nice. I did not realize you could upgrade these abilities until right just now. So that's my fault. Upgrade Killing Touch, bleeding if target has no shields, and charge. These don't get upgraded. Scathing blow. I need to actually equip this. Oh no, that's with two-handed weapons. Okay. Charge applies intangible. I don't want that. Bleeding. Applies bleeding on the second shot. That's just better. That's really good. Yeah, let's do that. That gives me an interrupt. Nice next. Maybe next time. And upgrade agility. Go with focus. Always short of action point. Likewise. Skill. Ooh. Extra damage if the target's bleeding. There's mark if the target's Stun breaks shield. Reinforcement also heals. Ooh, it's a self-heal. That's not bad. In shadows. There's damage reduction. That's not bad. First shot breaks shields. Hurtful. Target's act. This will be a nice synergy. Go with that. Alright. Charge applies weakness. That's actually a good... That's not bad. That's a good initiator. Knockdown. I use Shadow Impact a lot more than I use... Now, Knockdown's not actually very good. Brutal Impact as well is also... Fracas. Stores half shield per character hit. Not bad. That's good for tanking. Projection to characters. That's okay. Knock down everyone around me. Strength. Can I upgrade will? No. Focus. Meadow Portal. Applies intangibility. Projection. Shadow Storm knocks everybody away. Stasis. Curse. Projection applies corrosion. It's not bad. Rapey now, never. Applies corrosion. That's tempting because I use it a lot. This I don't use much. Yeah. Let's see how corrosion works. Let's give it a shot. Okay, cool. Alright, back to the Constancia. And we'll talk to Sybil once we're back on the ship about her current situation. Then we'll decide what to do next, and then we'll call it a night. That'll about do.
How dare my uncle imagine, even for a moment, that I could become his concubine? That lecherous and misguided old man. Ugh.
Then let him take what they want, right?
And to think that my parents wanted to protect his reputation by keeping his sick fantasies from me.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Will you have to follow the family tradition and marry a nobleman?
Actually, I have already been engaged several times. I was 6 years old the first time, and my betrothed was 12. The poor angel died of a childhood illness a few months later. The second time, I was 10. That time, they found me an old baron. He was over 60 years old, can you imagine? Fortunately for me, death snatched him sooner than he expected. Finally, before I was sent to Alima, my parents wanted to betroth me to a young man from a very good family. But my uncle opposed their wishes. At the time, I didn't understand why.
I see.
nothing can stop your family from finding you a new betrothed. What would you do if they did?
Today I love my freedom and independence too much to let anyone decide my future. To hell with tradition and family fortune. If I marry someone, it will be my own choice.
Good boy.
See you later, darling.
By the way, I'm not committing to romancing Sybil. I actually don't know if Fausta is a romance option, but I would be interested. Speaking of.
Do you need my help?
No, actually. Huh.
See you later.
Nothing new.
It's my pleasure.
I guess I'm done with her personal quest. Maybe entirely? Fascinating. Alright, let's see then. Shall we? We've got this one in Esquiara, this one in Olima. Olima, Esquiara. Where is his quest? Safia. That's gotta be in Olima, right? I'm curious to see where Ludwig's quest. I don't want to keep his. I kind of want to do his next. So, tell you what we're going to do is we're going to start Ludwig's. Oh, Sybil has more. Never mind. Sybil has more to talk about. Let's do that.
Thus we are descended from the ancient kings of Astria. It's a funny feeling, you know.
What does it change? We all descend from someone, whether it be a king or a simple hunter. What does it matter?
Your heart is far too pure to understand the fascination for ancestry on this continent.
Oh, no, that's it.
Good
Okay.
boy.
See you later, darling.
All right, that's all. Yeah, let's see what Ludwig wants us to do. We'll do that next, whatever that happens. Let's find out where it is. I hope it's not. As a location, it is less fun, mostly just because I don't like Ridgeline. Also, just the location.
Well, are you ready to come with me to see my sister-in-law?
Yeah. Where exactly?
Sorry, I forgot what you asked me about. Could you tell me again?
Do you remember Rudolph? He asked me to find his mother, if you recall. I spread word that I was looking for her, and she recently sent me a letter. She says she fled to the congregation's lands.
Oh,
she met
okay.
a farmer there and remarried.
Interesting.
However, it seems that she and her husband are having difficulties and have asked me for help. After everything this
Okay, so
woman
that's here
suffered
again.
because of
All
me,
right.
I owe it to her to go. And I'd like you to come with me. Something about her letter strikes me as odd. And an objective opinion would help me see things more clearly, instead of being blinded by my guilt.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do this.
Of course.
Next time.
Thank you.
Next week.
In her letter, she said her farm was in High Prairie. Let's go.
High Prairie.
We'll talk later.
I'll always be here if you need me.
Let's see where that is real quick. Interesting. Yeah, it's down that way. Closest thing we probably have is the excavation. But if we go Vespasius, would probably be the closest thing. I don't remember if the excavation site can actually go back from there, or if I might have dropped out. Anyway, all right. That will do. So we'll pick this up next week. I don't know what my schedule is going to be next week. We'll find out. I'll let you know. But expect a Fable stream and a Greedfall stream at some point. next week. We'll see. We may go back to Monday or Wednesday or Friday. We may stick with Tuesday, Thursday next week. We'll see. I gotta find out what my schedule's looking like, and I will promulgate that in the usual ways. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I had a good time. Looking forward to my birthday tomorrow. Once again, if you'd like to shoot me a little present, go right over there, ko-fi.com/Professor McCoy. I appreciate every little bit if you can. I'll make a use of it, I promise. Otherwise, thank you again. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful evening, and remember, don't forget, don't be safe, be well, more importantly, be good. Good night, folks.